Welcome back. You're watching Metropole Business Center. This is Tech Tuesday, where you talk matters technology. You can get talking to us on Twitter, Metropole TV Kenya, and follow this conversation live on Facebook right now. Now, today we are into digitizing our homes using artificial intelligence home appliances, and joining us is Mr. William Kamore, Content Manager, LG Electronics East Africa. Karibu sana, William.
Asante sana, Tabitha.
Great to always have you. It's not the first time you're doing this.
Yes, not the first, and it's not the last.
Yes, not the last, definitely.
Good, best to be here.
Okay, great. Karibu sana. No,
Asante.
Let's talk about your AI home appliances, AI artificial intelligence. Yeah, you know, my mother back in the village, or my grandmother back in the village, maybe she wants to update her cooker, but she does not understand artificial intelligence. Her daughter, who is I bring her, you know, the cooker from Nairobi to the village, but she still does not understand how to talk, you know, operate the application from her phone. How does she go about it? Yes, and let's start first by defining artificial intelligence. We might assume this, but clearly she does not understand what is artificial intelligence.
Okay.
Yes.
So basically, artificial intelligence is a branch of science that revolves around intelligence. Because, you know, there are two kinds of intelligence. There's human intelligence, which we are born with, or which we get through experience, and then now there is the artificial intelligence, which is now we've seen this mostly in movies, talking about now machines, or having machines or devices that can be able to make decisions just like human beings. So that is what artificial intelligence is. And you find that from let's say from last year, and actually also this year, the Consumer Electronics Show, or the CES, that usually held every year in Las Vegas, AI was a big talking point in most of the brands that they talked, they were able to showcase. So I would say artificial intelligence is here with us, and thinking of how can I say, how we can make our lives better, which we aim to do, especially during these times, is by embracing technology.
Great. I know technology has played a huge role on impacting you people to come up with new technologies as well on your appliances. So maybe you can get to understand some of the innovations at the CES 2022. I understand it's the world's biggest tech event in the world. So maybe you can take us through some of the innovations that you showcased there. Okay.
So at LG, there is a slogan we've had for a couple of years, and it was talking about innovation for a better life, meaning getting products.
Life is good.
Yeah, because life is good, and we want to make it good and better for everyone. So you find at the CES, because one thing we also have to focus or think about is we are living in the age of COVID, and we are trying to go back to normal lives. But we usually ask people, ever ask yourself, do you want to go back to the normal, or do you want to go back to something that is better? So thinking about it this way, we have to think of innovative products or features or devices which, even if we go back to normal, they'll still make our lives much more better. So for example, at the recently launched at the showcase for CES, LG was able to showcase a lot of products that bring about innovation and smart homes, like the LG OLED TV that was showcased there, that is also eco-friendly and eco-conscious to the environment. And then also there was also new devices in terms of home appliances, like InstaView refrigerators that we'll be getting to see, and there were also some robots that were showcased. I don't know, maybe one day I'll come with the with the bots here once we get them in Kenya. So there were a lot of innovation products to fit our lifestyle that were unveiled.
Yes, great. You have mentioned something about being eco-friendly, and your general manager, William Cho, he mentioned something about, you know, having an environmentally friendly, or rather appliances in the market. So how do you intend to go about that as LG?
Yes. So thank you.
That is, let me get the right one, electrical, you know, how do you intend to dispose of
of e-waste,
you get
e-waste
it.
material.
Yes, the e-waste
yes.
material. Yes,
Yes, I get. So even thank you for referencing my namesake, William Cho.
Yes.
So one thing you find at LG Electronics is that when you talk again, I'll go back to still for a better life.
Yes.
And we have to consider the better life of also our future, or what's in it for the future generations that are there. And that takes into consideration these products that are we developing, because you see technology, like it comes in like every hour, every minute, something new is evolved. But we also have to think, for example, like let's say if it's TVs, if it's TVs that we want to give people more immersive or give more people bigger screens, you still have to think that this electronics appliances that you're introducing, you're still adding more components.
Yes.
So you have to think about these components. Are they, how are they sustainable in the environment? Because in the long run, because you want products that are eco-friendly or eco-conscious. So one way like LG takes into this is that from, it takes, it takes the, what do we call it? The e-waste or the environment very serious, like not only from the disposal phase, but you have to start from, let's say, the development phase. How are you developing products with less components? So as of like this year, LG will want to introduce about 800,000 tons of recycled plastics back into the products that they are reproducing. And that, you see, comes from at the end, at the far end, which is at the disposal. So at the development phase, and then also at the resale phase, like for example, some of these products, because all these electronics comes in packages. Like most of these that come from LG, the packages are made from recycled pulp. So you see, even from development to packaging to selling, and then we go now to where we are now, which is now the e-waste for disposal. How do we dispose of our old electronics? And I think everyone here always has electronic products. So LG aims to work with the government in wherever country they are in on how best to dispose of this e-waste and still be eco-friendly to the environment. So we aim to work hand in hand with the Kenyan agencies responsible for e-waste to see how we can be able to dispose the e-waste that we have.
Ditto on that. Now let's talk about the community projects that I understand you have in place, and you really targeted the Kenyan communities, the the mashinani ones. Maybe you can talk to us about that and the impact that it's going to have, long-term strategy to ensure that it's not only the company that is benefiting, but mainly the people, because people are the ones that give you the business.
Yes. So yes, so thank you for also mentioning that, because you see, LG aims not only to sell products to the consumers, because at the end, our consumers also live in the society, and the consumers involve around people. So how best way not only to give the products to the people, but also how best to give back to these communities. So LG has done a lot of CSR projects, working with NGOs like the UN one for Humanity for Habitat, that one, on how best to give back to the community. So we, as of, like from beginning of the past 10 years, LG has supported limb or prosthetics in Kikuyu Hospital, and then also working with other NGOs, like we built they built a school for the deaf in Machakos County that was fully funded, adding more classrooms. And then also last year, we wanted now to bring the LG Ambassador Challenge, meaning it's not for LG to identify. You also, from your community, you can be able to identify which place that LG can be able and come and support you. And last year was the first phase, which was very good. We supported the Braille. There was a Braille in Kilimani. And then also this year, we were able to award one school in Kajiado County, Mporokua Primary School. They were built some classrooms, and then also come to think of it, like Ghetto Evolve at Mathare, they were able to also be given this technology you're talking about for ICT. So we'll get to see the projects that we have. Okay, great. Now, let's showcase what we have here. This is the washing machine. Exactly. It was at the CEC 2022, this is? Yes, it was.
Fully AI.
Yes, this is fully AI.
Okay, maybe you can take us through it.
Yes. So when you talk about the machine being AI, or how artificial intelligence helps, artificial intelligence is aimed to make our lives better. So when it comes to better accessibility, convenience, even safety and all that. So like this machine we have, can I move
Yes, sure, we can
okay.
Yeah.
So if I'm just to power it on here, one thing that will strike you on this machine, you'll see the first icon you'll usually see it's written AIDD. So how does AIDD help in identifying your clothes? You know, there are most machines or most brands that have washing machines. But let's say, for example, if you are to choose cotton, like our clothes are made of cotton, my shirt, your dress, your trouser. So even if we have to place cotton here, the machine, most machines will just wash. But now AI for this, this one for LG that have AIDD, it means that the machine is fed with millions and millions of data revolving around clothes. So this machine is able to detect, let's say if I'm to put my clothes here, it's able to detect this kind of cotton. Is it hard? Is it soft? To take care of your clothes much more better.
The Diddy, what does that mean?
The
That's
Diddy
artificial intelligence?
This artificial intelligence, and then the Diddy is the direct drive motor.
Oh, okay.
So it also has this motor. Again, talking about energy, energy efficiency because of the motor, and it gives more durability. So the machine is built technology-wise for today and also for the future to take care of your product. I mean, of your clothes for longer life.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And
the next option.
Like you see, let me also show you something very interesting from here. If I come to here, you can see this written download cycle.
Yes.
Again, also AI helps in, let me see if I have this. So AI also helps in being able to give you personal, or what do we call, not intuitive, like personal options that you can be able to take care of your clothes. So what AI does is that, like for LG, we have the platform. This is an AI platform known as ThinkQ. You can see it's think with a Q. So it means the machine can also be able to think.
Yes.
So once you can, let's say you identify, you want to wash, you want to wash one product that is not that you don't know which cycle to use here. But if you have the LG ThinkQ, you see you can come here and let's say you choose blanket.
You must first download the ThinkQ.
Yes, you first download the app. Yes, it's on Play Store.
And the iOS as well?
Yes, available in our iOS and also in the Play Store. So you can download and then just look for the product that has a Wi-Fi enabled product. You'll see it written here, Wi-Fi.
Okay.
So let's see. Yes, you can see the Wi-Fi icon is blinking. So that's what you need. You only need a smartphone and a Wi-Fi enabled product, and you can be able to register the product for you to access it on your phone.
Okay.
And it gives you convenience on being able to control or monitor. I mean, if you're in studio, you can start your wash if you're here.
Okay, great.
So if you left your clothes at home, you only just need to load them, and then you just carry your phone, and then you can
give directions from the app.
Yeah, you can give directions from the app. You can start a wash, and you can even monitor. And also another thing, let me just show this example here.
Smart diagnosis.
Smart diagnosis.
Okay.
I don't know. Oh yes, let me show here. So you see, if you have, because also most times the products they give, you might get an error, or you might get something that is spoiled and you don't know how to go about it. And you know, if you were to access, let's say normal fundis or technicians, they might take you for a ride or something. But AI again is here to help, because from the app you can run a simple diagnostic and it can tell you if there is any issue with your washing machine, or even if it's a refrigerator. As long as it's an LG Wi-Fi product, you can be able to diagnose it from anywhere. So I can say AI is here with us.
Yes, and it's here to stay. So
It's
for
here to
this,
stay.
for this washing machine, how much does it go for?
This is actually the most premium one we have. So this one retails at 183. 183,000
yes,
Kenya shillings. Yes, they do come in various capacities. So like this is the biggest in the AIDD range.
That's
12 kg.
12 kgs.
Yes, 12 kg wash. So you can get a 12 kg. There's a 10.5, there's a 9, there's an 8, there's a 7. So depending on your family. And there is the washer option or the washer dryer option like this one.
So this one washes and dries.
This one washes and dries, yeah. Just remove from here to your body.
And you're good to go.
And you're good to go.
Yes. Now, when it comes to maintenance, most people do not want to buy some brands because they are not in the country. So in case I buy this washing machine and it doesn't operate as I would want, or it has like, you know, a malfunction, I just come to your shop. So how does that work?
Yes. So in case, again, I'll take you, I'm telling you, this is the best innovation I ever saw. Back to the diagnosis. As you can see, it's even, you see, after it does a diagnosis and you see like there is no issue, it also gives you general tips and maintenance. So it can, I mean, it's a long composition.
Yeah, it's a long thread, yes.
Yes, so it's a long thread, so you can see their tips, there are how to reduce creasing, I mean, by using blah, blah, blah. So it can give you tips on also how best to use your product to last longer. But you can also visit our brand shops. We are still welcome
for
clients.
Repairs.
Yes, and all that.
Okay, great. So besides the washing machine, what other products? I know you mentioned, but maybe for someone who is maybe looking to shop with you, what other products? AI powered are there?
AI powered. So for AI powered in Kenya already we have TVs. We have TVs that are AI powered, meaning they are able to
switch on.
Yes, you can be able to switch
off.
on. Yes, switch on, switch off.
Yeah.
And still also be able to do, I mean, for you to give you the best picture. There is also sound bars or we have sound bars and speakers. We will be launching a speaker very soon. I think I'll be coming here maybe to talk about it.
Sure.
And then also for home appliances, that covers the wide range. So we have like the washing machines, the refrigerators, the ACs, the microwaves. So I think cookers, no, not at the moment, not in this market. Yes, but globally there are. Yeah. But all these you can be able to use, and they are embedded with AI to help your experience and I mean make your life much more better with appliances. Okay,
as someone is listening to us and they're asking, since I've watched this interview firsthand, can I get a discount? Yeah.
Yes, make a point. So visiting LG at the physical brand shop. So you can visit Kenrail brand shop. There's also one at AdLife and then another one at TRM and another one in Mombasa. So you can visit the physical brand shops. Just identify. You can just say you saw William in the show with Tabitha.
Yes.
And just identify the product. You will get a discount for that. Or you can also check our online brand shop for more information.
Great. Thank you so much, William.
Yes, thank you very much, Tabitha.
All right, so there you have it, William Kamore, LG East Africa manager there. So for now, we'd like to move on to the next part, which is the tech innovations of the day. And these are some of the tech innovations that are and will change the way we live. Gesture-based computing. Now, the concept of gesture-based computing has been around for a while. It's also already appearing in multiple different technologies and is almost second nature for most. Anyway, now how many gestures do we already use on a day-to-day basis on our smartphones, tablets, and other smart devices? It's reasonable enough to see a future where we are no longer restricted by mouse and keyboard and instead rely on voice and action to manipulate data in a virtual space. Another tech innovations, driverless lorries. Now, self-driving cars are one thing, but the Transport Research Laboratory, that's the TRL, wants driverless lorries on the United Kingdom roads in the very near future. The idea is for up to 3 lorries to drive in convoy, with the lead vehicle controlling the acceleration and braking of the 2 vehicles behind it. The slave lorries, while still having a driver to steer them, will be able to drive much closer together compared to humans driving, and therefore reduce fuel costs and emissions. Now, how cool is that? We will soon have or live in a future where our deliveries and cargo are transported by computer-powered transport, more efficient and always on time. And here now next is our cybersecurity tip of the day. using outdated software. Now, vulnerabilities in operating systems, browsers, and other software on your PCs and devices are one of the top ways cyber criminals can attack. The problem is that more of these bugs were discovered in 2020 than any year previously, over 18,100. That amounts to more than 50 new software vulnerabilities per day. The good news is that by switching on automatic update functionality and clicking through to update when prompted, this task need not intrude too much on day-to-day life. Another cybersecurity tip: using non-secure websites. Now, HTTP sites use encryption to protect the traffic going from your web browser to the site in question. It has two purposes. One, to authenticate that website as genuine and not a phishing or fraudulent web property, and to ensure cyber criminals can't eavesdrop on your communications to steal passwords and financial information. It's not a 100% guarantee. Nothing bad will happen, as even many phishing sites use HTTPs these days. But it's a good start. Always look for the padlock symbol. That's all we had prepared for you on today's Metropole Business Center Tech Tuesday. My name is Tabitha Muthoni. You can get talking to me on Twitter, Tabitha T. Muthoni, and at Metropole TV Kenya, where you can get a recap of this interview, and Facebook, that's Metropole TV Kenya, and LinkedIn as well. From us here in studio, bye.